General Hospital spoilers tease that a real earthquake is shaking up the backstage of General Hospital, as rumors about Caitlyn McMullen's decision to leave the show, the actress who plays Willow Tate, begin to spread among the fan community. And this time, the reason is not simply because Willow's storyline has become boring, but rather, it is much deeper, involving internal tensions that are escalating, especially the rumored strained relationship between Katelyn and veteran actress Nancy Lee Grahn, who plays Alexis Davis. Initially, many viewers believed that Katelyn wanted to leave because her character wasn't being explored in a meaningful way. After dramatic storylines like escaping from a cult, discovering her true identity, and clashing with Nina over custody battles, Willow was slowly pushed into mundane situations revolving around a boring marriage to Michael Corinthos, repetitive dialogues, and even lackluster performances in pivotal episodes. For an actress like Katelyn, who had previously demonstrated deep emotional range, being forced to repeat lackluster scenes clearly felt like a waste of talent. However, behind-the-scenes sources revealed a more shocking truth. The real reason Caitlyn McMullen wants to leave General Hospital is due to serious conflicts with Nancy Lee Grahn. The relationship between the two actresses, which was once thought to be friendly, has become tense recently due to disagreements over work styles, shooting schedules, and behind-the-scenes influences. Some crew members reported that the atmosphere between Katelyn and Nancy became so tense that it affected the shooting schedule and made their shared scenes awkward. A close source shared that Katelyn felt isolated, unsupported by the team, and especially tired of working in an environment that she felt was no longer as positive as before. This ongoing tension, combined with dissatisfaction with Willow's role no longer inspiring her artistically, led to the decision to leave, a decision that surprised and saddened many in the industry. If this information is confirmed, Caitlyn McMullen's departure would not only mark the end of Willow Tate's journey on General Hospital, but also open a new, controversial chapter on the management of behind-the-scenes relationships and the dynamic between veteran and younger actors in long-running soap operas. Some fans quickly voiced their opinion on social media, stating that Katelyn deserves respect and further development, rather than being forgotten in underdeveloped storylines and an unhealthy environment. However, one thing cannot be denied: Caitlyn McMullen has left a deep mark with her portrayal of Willow, a character who evolved from darkness to light, from weakness to strength, from pain to resilience. If she truly leaves, it will be a great loss for General Hospital, and also a reminder that sometimes the drama behind the scenes is more intense than what airs on screen. Fans will now have to wait for official information from the producers, but the wave of support for Katelyn has begun to spread, and she may find a new, more worthy, fairer, and more inspiring direction after leaving Port Charles. Willow is entering a tumultuous phase, no longer the woman who quietly tries to maintain peace in all her relationships. Now, Willow is ready for an unrelenting battle with Drew, a man who was once an ally, a source of emotional support, but now represents disappointment in her eyes. The tensions have built up for too long, from broken promises to actions lacking transparency, and the terrifying silence during critical moments, all pushing Willow to her breaking point. She no longer wants to remain silent, nor step back, but instead, she wants to stand up and fight for the truth and justice for herself. Her battle with Drew is not just a personal matter between two people who once cared for each other, but the beginning of a new series of disasters at Port Charles. A silent storm is rising, pulling along secrets, relationships that once seemed strong but are slowly cracking. Willow no longer feels she has a place in the power games and calculations around her. The disappointment comes not just from Drew but from everyone she once trusted, those who stood by and watched her fall without ever speaking up to protect her. But what really throws everything out of control is when Willow's actions and decisions begin to directly affect Nina. Despite their tumultuous, fractured, and unhealed mother-daughter relationship, the truth remains: Nina has always longed to have her daughter by her side. Now, as Willow prepares to leave Port Charles, suddenly and painfully, Nina is forced to face the prospect of losing her daughter once again. And this time, there will be no chance for reconciliation. Willow's departure is not just a rejection of an incomplete relationship, but the final act of defiance against what she believes to be fake, insincere. For her, Port Charles is no longer a safe place. It has become an invisible prison, a place where relationships are controlled by power, where emotions are forgotten, and where the truth is often covered by manipulation and selfishness. In that moment, Nina begins to panic. She realizes that everything she has tried to do to make amends, from apologizing to attempting to right the wrongs, could become meaningless if Willow truly leaves. A new obsession rises within Nina, pushing her toward a crossroads that even she cannot foresee. Willow's decision is not only a turning point for her but also for Nina, who may completely change her path to face the consequences of permanent loss. This potential departure is not just an emotional plot twist. It is a massive shock for Port Charles, shaking the relationships between Michael, Carly, Sunny, and especially Nina, who stands at the edge of redemption and punishment. When someone like Willow, who has always lived for others, decides to leave to live for herself, it will surely bring about irreversible consequences. And once again, Port Charles will be thrown into chaos filled with tears, torn loyalties, and no one will walk away from this battle unscathed. A dark new story is beginning to take shape in Port Charles, as Willow, once seen as a symbol of selflessness and gentleness, is now at the center of uncontrollable disasters. Willow's character shift is no longer vague or temporary, but has gradually become clear and frightening. Old wounds, pent-up frustration, and a sense of betrayal have transformed her into someone entirely different. And now, it is Willow herself who is causing severe consequences, pulling Sasha and Michael's child into the chaos. The story is becoming even crazier as Willow, in her quiet rage and internal turmoil, starts taking actions that make many no longer recognize her. Though no one wants to believe it, it's clear that Willow is hurting the very people who once stood by her. Sasha, who had always supported her through difficult times, is now the first to bear the consequences of Willow's negative changes. Rumors are circulating that Willow deliberately sabotaged Sasha's work and mental state, pushing her into instability and self-doubt. Even worse, Willow has begun to act strangely around her child with Michael, making many in the Corinthos family worry that she may no longer be mentally fit to be a mother. Willow's odd behavior, from over-control to sharp, biting remarks, causes Carly, Nina, and even Sunny to come together to find a solution. They are unsure whether Willow is suffering from a serious psychological issue or if this is the result of years of suppressed trauma. Michael, caught between two women important in his life, Willow and Sasha, is thrown into turmoil. He doesn't know who to trust, and he's unsure whether Willow is still the woman he once loved or someone entirely different. The plot is becoming more insane, far beyond what fans had imagined. One of the new disasters taking shape is the shock that Willow seems to be trying to take control of Michael and their son's life, even interfering with Michael's relationship with Sasha in a controlling, manipulative, and hurtful way. This is no longer the Willow of old, this is a new Willow, complex, damaged, and ready to cause significant harm to keep what she believes is right. The question now is, can Willow be saved? Or will she continue down this dark path, causing a series of disasters that no one, not even she herself, can fix? One thing is certain, Port Charles will never be the same again, and the next shock Willow brings could be one of the biggest events the show has ever witnessed. There are signs that Caitlyn McMullen, who once portrayed Willow, could soon return to General Hospital, and if that happens, it won't just be a simple return, but the beginning of a significant overhaul behind the scenes of the show. This news not only raises hope among fans to see Willow back in the central storylines, but also shakes up the internal dynamics of the cast and production team, especially considering the ongoing tensions between Katelyn and Nancy Lee Grahn, who plays Alexis, which have become a topic of much discussion. Previously, many sources suggested that the backstage conflict between Katelyn and Nancy was the main reason Katelyn left GH. Differences in career views, work styles, and a series of unresolved disagreements created a heavy atmosphere, affecting not just the two actresses but also leaving many crew members feeling caught between unnecessary tensions. However, if Katelyn is truly being invited back, it means that the GH leadership has confronted and is compelled to resolve this conflict once and for all. According to some sources close to the production, a restructuring is taking place within General Hospital, not just regarding scripts, but also concerning people, work environment, and production culture. The producers recognize that the underlying tensions between veteran cast members and talented younger actors have gradually weakened the creative spirit, causing some storylines to become muddled and even wasting the potential of certain characters. Resolving the tensions between Nancy and Caitlyn, if it really happens, would be a bold and necessary step to protect the image and long-term quality of the show. General Hospital is not just a daytime soap opera, but a family of artists bonded for decades, where any division could affect the storyline and audience emotions. If Caitlyn's return means reconciliation and revitalization of the internal structure, it will be a victory not only for her but also for the entire cast and loyal viewers of GH. More importantly, this return would open up a completely new chapter for Willow, possibly a stronger, more complex version of her who dares to confront past traumas. Fans are used to seeing Willow as gentle and sometimes resigned, but if GH chooses a path of rebirth for this character after her time away, it would be an opportunity for Caitlyn to truly shine, free from the confines of outdated storylines. In short, if Caitlyn McMullen is truly on her way back to General Hospital, it would not just be a long-awaited return, but a sign that the show is entering a transformative period, where bold restructuring is necessary to maintain GH's place as a timeless television institution. The behind-the-scenes drama at General Hospital is heating up as rumors spread that Nancy Lee Grahn, the veteran actress who plays Alexis, may soon be fired after a series of shocking and controversial public statements. Her blunt remarks, both on social media and in recent interviews, have made many fans and even members of the production team uncomfortable, even causing division. This has not only affected her personal image in the eyes of the public, but it has also raised concerns about the tense work environment behind the scenes at GH. The situation has escalated, and it seems that the General Hospital leadership can no longer ignore it. One of the biggest changes being speculated is the possibility that Nancy could be written off the show, an unprecedented move for an actress who has been with the show for over 2 decades. However, given the current climate, firing her may not only be a necessary decision to preserve harmony within the cast, but also the start of a shocking new storyline, the sudden death of Alexis. If this happens, it would be one of the biggest twists GH has ever made. The death of Alexis, a character that has been a part of the show through many iconic storylines and generations of fans, would undoubtedly send shockwaves through Port Charles. It wouldn't just be the loss of a sharp and complex attorney, but a symbolic loss that could affect many other characters, such as Sam, Christina, Molly, Diane, Sunny, and even the new generation of characters. This could also be an opportunity for the producers to boldly refresh the show. A storyline centered around Alexis's death could unveil hidden secrets, leading to a chain reaction of dramatic investigations, unexpected betrayals, revenge, and poignant moments about family and loss. With Christina being gradually pushed to the forefront, Molly facing personal struggles, and Sam finding herself, Alexis's death could either catalyze the 3 sisters' bond or push them down entirely new paths. It's also possible that if the writers want to keep Alexis alive but still remove her from the main storyline, they could have her disappear, in a mysterious way, attacked, kidnapped, or even fake her own death to protect a major secret. However, given the internal tensions, many believe that General Hospital will opt for a more definitive approach, ending Alexis's character with a shocking death, both closing the chapter on Nancy Lee Grahn's run and opening a new, riskier, and more opportunity-filled chapter for the younger cast. While no official confirmation has been given, it is clear that General Hospital is on the brink of a tumultuous period of restructuring, and if the rumors are true, this will be one of the biggest changes the fans have ever witnessed. And with all the drama, tragedy, and shocks waiting to unfold, Port Charles will never be the same again.